Hello, I'm Amy the Bunny Lady, and this is my partner Elusive, Ellie for short. High five! Good job. And today we're going to talk about how you can approach your shy rabbit without scaring them away. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We give tips and tricks for how to make sure you have a happy and healthy bunny in your home. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscription button and the notification bell next to it so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to check out our cute and funny bunny merch. This is the Disapproving Rabbit t-shirt. But you can get a whole bunch of cute designs. So if you like rabbit stuff, don't forget to check it out. So my first tip for approaching a rabbit is to actually not approach them all the way. Basically, instead of going right up to your rabbit and trying to pet them or trying to interact with them, go close to your rabbit, close enough that maybe they notice you, but they're not running away from you, and then crouch down there or sit down on the ground. By sitting down and getting on their level, you become not as scary. It's more likely that your rabbit will be willing to come up to you than if you're up and standing. Also, by not going completely up to your rabbit, that's a trust thing. So your rabbit realizes that they can trust you to not kind of invade their personal space because you're not forcing an interaction on them. Now, after you sit or crouch down, the first thing you want to do is wait to see if your rabbit will come up to you, because a lot of times they will eventually. If they're super shy, then you want to do this on a regular basis and just go sit near them and maybe read or go on your phone or do some activity nearby so that they can start to get used to you. Rabbits are pretty curious creatures, so eventually they will come up to you and check you out, especially if you have treats you can give them. But if your rabbit isn't so shy, then they might come up to you when you're just crouching down. Another thing you can do is crouch down, sit down on the floor, and then after a couple minutes, kind of adjust yourself so you're just a little bit closer to them. This way they can get used to you being a little bit closer and a little bit closer, and they'll start to not be so afraid of you going directly up to them in the future. When approaching your rabbit, you also want to make sure that you don't make them feel cornered. You always want to give your rabbit an escape route. So having an escape route, having a way to go away, makes your rabbit feel a lot safer. They're not going to see you as much of a threat as if you keep them completely cornered, keep them from running away. It may sound counterintuitive at first, because if you let your rabbit run away, I mean, maybe you can't interact with them. But the thing that you want to do, the thing that's really important is building that trust with your rabbit. Because once they trust you, then you can go up to them no problem and pet them and interact with them. So making sure they have that escape route so that they can trust you is very important. So always avoid cornering your rabbit, maybe inside of a hiding house. Make sure you don't block their exit out. If they're in a corner of the room, make sure that you approach from one side. Make sure that they know that they can go around you. Whatever you can do to make your rabbit feel a little bit safer can go a long way in the long run. And of course, an easy way to approach your rabbit and not seem like a threat is to offer them treats. So get a little treat or maybe a few of their pellets and hold it out towards them as you're approaching your rabbit. Wait, let them sniff it out, and then you can go a little bit closer. This kind of bribe can help your rabbit recognize that you are the giver of treats and you're not scary. So it makes it a little bit easier to gain their trust and get closer to them. Now, when it comes to reaching towards your rabbit to pet them, you do want to make sure that you're not going directly in front of your rabbit, but instead you're reaching over their head. This is because rabbits can see better when you're over their head rather than directly in front of them, because they have a little blind spot right in front of their nose. So they're more likely to get a little bit scared if there's something directly in front of them. But it's also more difficult for them to attack your hand if it's above their head. Some rabbits who are scared and shy might lash out as a way to get you to go away if they're scared of you. And so putting your hand above their head when you're petting them rather than directly in front of them will prevent them from being able to do that. And I also want to make sure to include one thing that you should not do, at least not on a regular basis. As much as you love cuddling your rabbit, you want to try to make sure that you don't pick them up very often. Now, there will be occasions where it's okay, but the thing is, most rabbits are terrified of being picked up. It's a position where they will feel very trapped and feel like they can't escape, because a rabbit's first line of defense when it comes to any kind of dangerous predator is being able to run away as fast as they can. So when they're in a position where they can't do that, they're naturally going to be very scared. So if you're picking your rabbit up all the time, they're going to naturally learn to not trust you. So that's one thing that you want to not do. If you're approaching a rabbit and you want them to not run away from you, you have to learn how to interact with them when they still have all 4 feet on the ground, because then they'll be happier and they'll be more willing to bond with you. If you want more tips and tricks about how to take care of your rabbit and interact with them, go ahead and sign up for the Bunny Lady mailing list. In your first email, I'll give you this free e-guidebook for all of the basics of caring for your rabbit, everything from their diet to behaviors that you can look out for, so know exactly what your rabbit means. So definitely check that out if it's something you're interested in. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope we will see you next time.